Throughout my entire sickness, I did not want to believe that it was the vapes. Gregory Rodriguez, 22-year-old computer science student, tells AFP 2 months after he was unconscious and hooked up to an artificial lung, an ordeal that brought him to the brink of death in just a few hours. Let's listen in.
When I first started to vape, I would just buy them on the street, we just get some contact information, and generally they were about $40 a cart, $40 a cart. And but about a few months ago, I realized that I can buy cards on the online black market, and that allowed me to get 25 vapes for $400, which comes out to $16 a vape. I start to feel like very ill, start to feel very sick. Like physically, the symptoms of a stomach virus, a stomach flu, it was vomiting and diarrhea, all the symptoms of a basic flu. Throughout my entire sickness, I did not want to believe that it was the vapes. It wasn't until I woke up after the 3-day coma that both the doctors and my mother told me what had happened and what caused me to be in the coma.
We were unable to use his lungs really to oxygenate him at all, and all of his oxygenation was done outside of his body. So I would say 70–80% of his lungs were damaged at the time he came to us. It takes smokers many years to develop the lung damage, and the lung damage they have is usually irreversible damage that doesn't get better. This seems to be more of an inflammatory response of some kind, very, very quick on onset, and seems to go away relatively quickly as well. So it seems to be a very different type of illness than longtime smokers get.
New York became the second state this week to sue Juul, the United States' largest electronic cigarette manufacturer, for illegally targeting minors with its marketing campaigns. The lawsuits come as the vaping industry faces intense scrutiny over an epidemic of lung ailments linked to e-cigarette use that has killed more than 40 people and sickened more than 2,000 in recent months. The New York action, which comes a day after California filed a similar lawsuit, accuses Juul of misleading consumers by misrepresenting its products as a safer alternative to traditional cigarettes and of illegally selling to minors.
Today, the state of California, joined by the district attorney and the county of Los Angeles, is taking legal action against Juul, an electronic cigarette maker, for engaging in unlawful and deceptive business practices which have harmed Californians and are endangering lives, especially of our children. After a 21-month investigation, our lawsuit alleges that Juul targeted underage Californians with its marketing and sales practices of its nicotine-addictive vaping products. Today, 1 in every 4 high school students is using e-cigarettes, is vaping. Just 2 years ago, that number was 1 in 9.
Wait, it's hard to see in the freaking the sun.
E-cigarettes have soared in popularity among young people since they were introduced about a decade ago, and Juul sales represent more than 64% of all e-cigarettes in the U.S. The company has denied that its products, including mango, mint, and cream brulee flavored e-cigarettes, were aimed at minors.